What's up, Samurai? Today we are going to be playing Dragon and Home again because the developer ended up reaching out to me and letting me know a couple things, and I thought it would be really interesting to kind of see how far the game has come, you know? So first and foremost, they finally have a North American server, so we might actually be starting from scratch with a new character. It seems like we are, which I'm perfectly fine with. So I just threw my character together right here. Let's see if Scyushi is taken. Thankfully, no. The thing is, I ended up playing this game back in the day, and a lot of these intro cutscenes were in Chinese only, so we'll see if that changed. Whoa. Hello, dragon. Honestly, I don't even remember if that dragon was there at the beginning. It probably wasn't. I just forgot all about it.
You over there.
English voice actor.
You look like you've seen a ghost. What? Haven't you even seen a dragon before?
That's cool. Yeah.
You sure are dressed up pretty special. Are you a witch?
Why is my character talking for himself? No! I can talk for him. You sure are dressed up pretty stupid for a witch.
Hey!
Nailed it.
Don't you know how rude it is to speculate about others' identity?
What?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not.
You have the capacity to change for the better.
Yeah, that's okay. My name's Scyushi. And you will be my new in-game GF, okay? How do can I just skip it? Okay, thank God. Whoa, 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 mouse sensitivity is a little too high. Okay, that's a little bit better, but I am noticing the motion blur as well. Let me see if, oh, resolution is wrong. That's probably why my mouse was being detected incorrectly. Hold up, guys, give me a sec. Okay, apparently motion blur is off, actually. So it might be post-processing. Sometimes that happens in these types of games. Post-processing just looks really, really janky. There's all these other settings, but that's okay. We don't gotta worry about them. One thing I'm immediately noticing from when I originally played this is that the controls feel a lot tighter. Like, they used to be a bit messed up, especially when we would sprint. Stamina still seems to drain like crazy, but okay, whatever. Rolling feels a lot better than it was. We even got a backflip. That might have always been there though, but that's really nice. Also, we seem to have a stamina bar and then a rolling bar as well, which is kind of interesting, but okay. So they still kind of have this UI where we gotta go and complete the quest rather than them auto-completing, but okay, whatever. So they want us to climb up a tree. Climbing feels a lot better as well. Like, that's kind of the big thing that I want to, I wanted to see was if the controls were a lot better, because that, in my opinion, was one of the things that kind of held it back, is that the controls were not like super duper tight, you know? Okay, they want us to grab this. Yeah, latency is a lot better as well. That could be the main issue for me, was that I was playing on European servers. But I do like the fact that it seems a little bit smoother. Okay, and then they want us to collect gravel. Is that gravel over there? Woo! I kind of feel bad that I'm starting from scratch again, but I mean, honestly, like, in my opinion of this game and why I kind of stopped playing it for those curious, is basically the game is super duper tight. It's free to play. It's also got a beta on mobile right now. Yes, that's right. A Voxel mobile Minecraft MMO. That's insane. But I ended up getting to the dungeons, and that's where my interest in the game kind of fell flat, because there was, the difficulty curve just went woo. Suddenly it just went way too high, expecting a lot from the player, you know, in order to actually like do open the backpack and craft hotkey. Okay, in order to end up like doing stuff. Like, it just, what can I say? Okay, stone axe. We're just doing the basics today. Equip the stone axe. Can I just double click it? No, I still gotta drag and drop it there. No. Can I drag and drop it there? Do I just right click it and then equip? Yep, there we go. I'm an idiot. Okay, and then hold down F at a tree to chop down the tree. Right, because the tool is just something that is equipped to our character, not something that we need to actually like pull out onto our inventory or whatever. Dude, I'm liking it. That's the thing is I love the adventure aspect of this game. I just wonder whether or not, yeah, okay, the map seems pretty much identical. There is a couple different structures, but not too many. I know patch notes did mention that there are a lot more, drag the apples to the hotkey, that there is a lot more like content in terms of just the exploration side of things. You know, there's like new bosses and junk like that. I do still dislike the hunger meter, you know, like that just for me, I don't like that I have to gather food while doing this kind of stuff. Okay, they wanted us to actually use the apple from the backpack, so I did that quest out of sequence. Let's see, use, there we go. Oh, they wanted me to use both of them. Okay, whatever. Let's take a quick peek and see. Oh, return to the post station. Can you stop? There we go. Okay. Sprinting is still a little bit gross because you can only sprint for like, I sprinted like from that tree to here and it took all my stamina. But that's where mounts usually end up coming into play. Hello. Ah! Bah! Hello, Gomulan man. Why is he abandoned and why is it daytime now? Bruh, who's that?
Stop!
Oh my god. Did she kill him? Oh no. Get him, dude! We got, okay, that's enough. And now it's nighttime again. Awesome. Hi, new players. Okay, let's complete this. The quest pictures are still in Chinese, but whatever. Head to the Hunter's Hut. Okay, where is the Hunter's Hut? Does it point me to it now? Yes, it does. That's nice. I don't remember whether it did that originally. I think I had to just find it myself, but again, I don't fully remember. It's been such a long time since I played. But yeah, like the whole thing about this game, just to give you guys a little bit of an experience of my experiences of it, there's basically like caving, there's questing, and we do kind of end up unlocking fast travel points because as far as I recall, like if we end up finding another crystal, we can use it to fast travel to another crystal. It's not something as cool and simple as just open up the map and then fast travel that method. Mount taming, as far as I remember, was very tedious because you kind of had to get food items set up in such a way that you could feed the animal, and it was like a constant thing where you had to like keep the animals fed inside your own like homestead, your cornerstone or whatever. I would say that if you were ever interested in the game Sky Saga, this is probably going to end up scratching that itch because Sky Saga is a game that I played on the channel many times and it was a great game, albeit the devs kind of didn't seem to know what they were doing and eventually that project got abandoned. Whereas this game, at the very least, even though I definitely have my own personal gripes and criticisms of what I find fun in a video game, I still think that, you know, this game is going towards a very specific direction and they know exactly what they're doing with it. You know, like for me personally, I don't like all the walking. But that's something that ends up like padding out the gameplay content and stuff. And, you know, I totally get it for like a mobile game as well. You know, it would make sense if we ended up having auto walking or just walking in a straight direction because it's very simple gameplay. The other thing that I'm genuinely curious about is the skill tree itself, because one thing is I really wanted to use the longsword. But in order to end up using the longsword originally, you had to be like level 20 or something ridiculous. Like it was pretty high up there in order to actually like use the weapon. It doesn't seem like I can look at all of the unlearned craftable items, which is disappointing because it means that I can't really determine whether or not they've added two-handed weapons to the fray. Like this useless bat just seems to be a normal weapon. This is a sword, and then there was the staff. And I specifically remember that I was trying to be a mage in the OG version of the game, and it was all really cool and really flashy, but but I was really squishy. Most of all, it was because I wasn't a big fan of the melee combat. I didn't think that it was too tight in the original back when I first played the game. But again, a lot of my issues is probably because it was on the test server, or not the test server, sorry, European server. So it was a lot laggier than what we're dealing with now with North American. So that already could be like the game changer, is the fact that we can play this on North American server. So there is a possibility if you guys want to see more, like I'm not against playing this game on the channel again. You know, I'm always down to have something else other than just grinding out Trove, right? And you know, I'm not against it, playing this if you guys want to see more of that. Craft a stanching agent in the backpack crafting. I don't know what that is. Is that this? No. Stancing agent. Resonite, meat bun, leafy bun. Where is it? Oh, the medicine. Yeah. That's right. We had to craft all of our healing items. Yeah, that was what really off-put me with the game, I remember, because you know, I'm not the biggest fan of the whole Minecraft, like gather every single material yourself to craft everything. You know, it's just my own personal issue. It's not necessarily something wrong with the game. Most people, I think, playing this game would be perfectly fine with that mechanic. But for me, it was like, oh, why can't I just like get potions by killing enemies or something? And I think that you could, but I never really got to that point, or maybe I did and I just completely forgot, honestly. Okay, I gotta find a stone pile somewhere around here. But unfortunately, it seems like most players are still grinding these out themselves, because one thing that I remember was that people could, like, resources were not client side, they were server side, meaning that if somebody is around here gathering up all of the stone, I won't be able to gather all the stone because it's all gone and they've already got it all. I do strongly feel like the game should have stone piles near this guy's house as an example, because it suddenly isn't pointing me towards the stone piles. I think that's actually one right over there, unless that's ore or just more mud. Great. Yeah. Because I don't know whether or not the stone piles have been gathered by everybody. Yeah, okay. So here's one over here. So they were just, there was just none that I found around the area. Anyways, we get that done. And then we complete that. And then he wants you to equip the useless bat. All right, this will be the true test, because I really want to see how the combat feels. So we can sheath and unsheath it. Eliminate the rabbit, yak, bighorn underscore sheep, wild underscore horse. That's funny. I like that. Okay, where is my test subject? Okay, here's one of the bighorns. Let's see how this guy fares. Okay. I am rolling, but it didn't seem to give me iframes, which was interesting. Like the roll itself, unless it's latency, but it didn't seem to give me any iframes. They want me to get the knife. See, there's so many different like crafting components in this game, dude. That's why it was like so overwhelming to me. But most of all, again, like I want to reiterate, like I had such a fun time with this game and just playing with you guys back in the day, because it is an MMO. It was most of all, again, the fact that I eventually got to the dungeons, and then I kind of lost interest. Okay, let's see. So there again was me rolling. His hit still hit me, even though I rolled behind him. I don't really know what the point is of having a roll animation then, if it's not going to give us any sort of iframes. Maybe that was always the case. Maybe that's why I don't remember rolling that much. I think it's just about distancing yourself. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so it's playing the sound effect as if he's hitting me. But I am actually like dodging him. Okay, never mind. That was my hitboxes going up on top of him. Okay, so maybe we are getting iframes then. So they just want me to get to level 4 here, which it seems like we're almost there, but let me just fight a bunch more of these guys. I'm fighting this wolf or fox that's level 6. and I'm trying to kind of bait out his attacks. It seems like, at least based on him, like other creatures we might be able to face as well, because I'm able to exploit his AI pretty well. So I wonder whether or not that would work on other creatures. Unfortunately, you can see the XP still seems insanely slow. Like ridiculously slow to progress, which the reason why they had that initially was I thought it was because they were trying to pad out the content, because there wasn't that much content when I was originally playing. I would hope that there's a lot more by now, but it seems like XP is still gathered extremely slow, and not to necessarily imply that the combat is sluggish. It's more so that it doesn't feel great, at least being a melee character. That was kind of the main reasons why myself and so many others would be a ranged character. And again, I would love to be able to see a great sword, because that's just one of my favorite weapons in these types of games. Okay, so I've just been fighting a bunch of the creatures, gathering some supplies and stuff so that we can finish a bunch of these quests, because that's kind of the big thing about this game that I recall is, there we go, is that the grind is about quest grinding rather than XP. So it wants us to gather some flax, which I actually, yeah, there's a whole bunch of it right here. I wish that we would be able to toggle track these items beyond the quest. That would just be like so useful to me if I was trying to track like a specific resource, because you can really lose track of them if you don't know where they spawn. That, or there could just be none in the area because all the other players are harvesting them. There we go, complete that, and then we ended up getting our level up. So there is obviously more side quests that we could do, but let's just go and talk to Barry, and then he's going to basically give us the next part of our quest, which is more than likely going to be, you know, doing more side quests, right? But that's the whole thing is eventually when you start running out of quests, hopefully they've added more since I played, but eventually when you run out of quests, then you don't really have that much else to do other than, I guess, grinding dungeons and junk, right? Okay, they want us to head back to the post station, and unfortunately, I don't think that there's any way for me to teleport. Pet mount trainer, your cage mount, that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna walk all the way back now. Now, as we finish up here, I did want to mention that my criticisms of this game are not necessarily telling you not to play it. I do think that if you're looking for a free-to-play Voxel MMO, this is a good one. It really is, especially considering that it's free and ends up delivering a pretty high-quality product. It's most of all, again, just got to do with where myself and so many of us, when we played this game when it first came out, we kind of ended up getting to the point where there wasn't much else to do.
Did you look after Michael while I was out hunting goblins?
And I'm just saying that I don't know whether or not they've rectified a lot of that, you know, with the further portion of the game. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me today. I most of all just wanted to have this as a one-off, let you guys know that this exists, that it's here. But again, if you guys really want to see more, I could possibly end up streaming it, just because it's the type of game that would be very good for streaming, especially because of all the travel time and stuff like that. And yeah, anyways, I do still recommend this game, and I think that it's cool that the devs reached out to me. You know, the fact that they have that personal connection is something that I feel is missing from a lot of other games. The fact that they like genuinely care about their product and are trying to make something worthwhile. And the fact that it's on mobile now is insane. Like, that's the biggest thing for me. And in a lot of ways, I'll end by saying, when I heard that this game was coming to mobile, suddenly it all clicked and made a lot of sense, because a lot of the mission variety and the structure of the game itself really benefits from being as a mobile game, right? Like, more so than the usual hardcore type of PC games that we've come to expect. But with all of that said, still an easy recommend from me. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it, and hope you enjoyed. Smash like, sub for more, buy the merch you want about the channel. Oh, hi Mark. Sayonara, stay epic everybody.